Right, so take 127. Hello everyone, thanks for joining us to watch this short video. My name's Dennis and I'm the founder of AirGrid, and this is just a short 5-minute introductory video recorded for the IAB Identity Hub, just to give a quick brief overview of the company. So since we only have a couple of minutes, let's get right to it. So AirGrid is a privacy-focused cookieless audience platform. We talk about cookieless here because obviously cookies have been extremely important for both publishers and marketers building and transacting over audiences for a number of years now. But it's important to mention that our approach to cookieless is, I feel, quite different to what a lot of other companies within the industry have aimed to pursue. So most people that I see have gone after a let's replace third-party cookie type of approach, whether that be through something like fingerprinting or potentially emails. We personally see that as a bit of an uphill battle in the long term as the sort of consumer privacy discourse is growing, and bodies like the W3C, who are like the browser specification body, are putting things in place to reduce the ability to track people. So we're working within the walls of what the W3C and the browser manufacturers are allowing to build out still very powerful audience modeling use cases for both marketers and publishers. So how does this concept of privacy work for us? So this is the only sort of like technical part, but luckily it's super simple because everything is sort of based around one single sort of core tenet of the platform. So an individual's personal data will always remain on their device. So if we think about how ad tech works today, a user visits a publisher's page, an event is generated, that event contains a user identifier, and that gets propagated out into this network of interconnected companies, DSPs, DMPs, exchanges. Each one of these companies has their own user data and targeting logic. They combine those three things, data, targeting, ID, to try and evaluate the worth of that impression. What AirGrid allows for us to do is to basically shift the user data and the targeting logic to be executed within the walls of the publisher, i.e. on the user's device. And the only thing that has to leave the user's device is just the presence of that browser within a specific segment. And that segment can be both an IAB segment, a flat taxonomy of segments, but they can also be custom and uniquely built for our individual brands and advertisers whom we work with. So why do we do this? Well, primarily this was done to protect the privacy of both the publisher and the marketer's audience. Within this setup, we no longer need cookies because cookies were really primarily there to share identifiers between third parties. So this helps us, access all of the browsers that are already blocking cookies today, and the upcoming changes that have been delayed but are still coming in Chrome. The next piece around ID. So our system doesn't rely on any IDs, which basically makes this extremely privacy friendly and legislation compliant, but also allows it to scale across 100% of a publisher's traffic. And the final piece around data transfer and storage. So in a normal marketer, publisher, audience modeling use case, we would need to actually shift data from point A to B physically. Here, the user sort of generates, stores, models, and activates their own data all within the walls of their own device, which basically means that a lot of those problems, safety, security, legals, and technical integrations can be abstracted away. So apart from the privacy benefits, we also provide other incremental benefits to both brands and publishers. So to our brands, we provide them access to first-party data from premium publishers to be able to build these audiences and activate against them. And for publishers, we generate incremental revenue where publishers connected to us are basically their own mini data provider and are able to financially benefit from that. All right, so some frequently asked questions that were specifically asked to be answered for this presentation. What reach will be available? So we do require integration with publishers. Right now, we are seeing around 700 domains. In the UK, we have a reach of 60 million users and see about 12.6 billion impressions a month, which we have managed to classify into a specific audience. We run across some of the largest UK news sites, both local and national, and contextualized publishers. What reporting will be available? So the sort of standard reporting that you would expect within a platform such as this, things like traffic, spend, impressions, but also audience overlaps and stats around, what percentage of traffic are cookieless. And this is available for both our advertiser and publisher clients. And then just final quick fire round. So do we use first-party data? Yes, the system is primarily built around really understanding publishers' first-party data and connecting it to an advertiser's data and being able to create these audiences in between. And yes, our solution is bought via a DSP, and it is a one-to-many solution, which basically means you get one deal ID in your DSP and you're accessing our whole network of publishers. Great, so I'm over, but thanks for listening. Please do reach out to me directly if you have any further questions. I'd love to chat. Thanks a lot. Bye.